Karen Walter, Superintendent of Bryant Schools. I want to welcome our Hornets to another great year of learning. We are excited to focus more intently on our mission, creating opportunities for success. At Bryant, we believe that all students can learn at high levels. We have prioritized professional learning communities that focus on student learning, building a collaborative culture, and are results oriented to promote continuous improvement. Learning for all means success for all. We have worked hard to hire and retain a qualified, effective, and diverse staff team. Employing staff members who are experts in their content area and who exhibit a high impact on student learning is fundamental. We value employees who show genuine concern and commitment to their students through strong relationships built on mutual respect. As always, student safety is our number one priority. Since 2017, we have provided an armed presence on every campus in the district. Bryant continues to prioritize local funding for yearly projects to enhance the safety of staff and students. Over the summer, we added shatter-resistant film to the entrances of each school, live video monitoring to assist with visitor identification at the front entrances, and completed access controls on main entrances on all buildings. At Bryant High School, additional access controls on each building were installed, ensuring only authorized students and staff can access classrooms throughout the school day. We received funds from the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education to cover the majority of the cost of iron fencing to better secure the perimeter of the high school campus. An additional grant of $400,000 will allow us to implement additional security measures on a much faster timeline. It will also provide needed funding for social and emotional behavioral support for students. Safety and support, student learning, highly qualified personnel, and career readiness will be the focus of our Strategic Plan 2.0. Last spring, we surveyed stakeholders to help determine the goals and priorities for the new plan. Those 4 specific goals were identified. We are working to develop priorities, provide actions to achieve those ideals, identify desired outcomes, and include data to measure our effectiveness at achieving those goals. The 2.0 version will be rolled out this fall. We are also enhancing our parent communication with the addition of rooms through our Bryant Public Schools app. In the past, parents have had to use multiple apps to stay connected with their child's teachers. Rooms will provide one place for our Hornet families to find information and communicate with teachers. I'm very thankful for the support provided by our parents and our community. We're proud of many business and community partnerships which help our schools by providing a wealth of students and staff resources. Parents, thank you for investing in your local public school and supporting our efforts to create opportunities for all students.
Hello, job seekers. Looking to get more from your work? How about more flexibility, or free training, or simply the chance to make a big difference every day? Sound good? Kelly Education is hiring substitute teachers and paraprofessionals for Bryant Public Schools. Find out how to get started by calling 1-800-528-0049, option 2. That's 1-800-528-0049, option 2. Call today. Kelly is an equal opportunity employer.
Welcome back to the Hornet Hour Podcast. We're in Season 2. This season, we have a great lineup of guests. My name is Alex Berry, and with me today, I have 2 wonderful people. First up, we have Brittany Rothwell. Brittany is the Hornet Health Clinic's coordinator and is starting her 2nd school year with us. I also have with me today Michele Lewis, who has been to almost every elementary campus in the district, but is now in central office with us and is our Director of Student Services and Federal Programs. Welcome, you guys.
Awesome. Welcome. Thank you, Alex. We're excited to be here.
Awesome. I like to start out with kind of an elevator pitch and kind of getting to know each one of you and our listeners to know each one of you. So kind of give me a 30-second pitch about who you are. Brittany, let's start with you.
30 seconds. Wow. Okay. My name is Brittany Rothwell, and I'm actually from Saline County. So this is where my heart and soul and joy is, and I'm excited to be back with Bryant this year for our students and getting them healthy.
Awesome. Michele, what about you?
Well, Alex, I've been in Bryant since 2007. I moved here to take a counseling position at Davis Elementary. I worked my way from Davis Elementary into the Collegeville Salem schools as an assistant principal, and then moved on to be the principal of Davis, and then got the opportunity to open Parkway Elementary as their principal. So I've been in Bryant for several years now. I've had roles as a counselor, assistant principal, and then I was fortunate enough to move over here to central office, where I've taken on the role of director of student services, where hopefully I'll have a even bigger impact on the students in our school district.
See, I wasn't kidding. She's been to almost every campus in the district.
Right?
Today, I kind of want to talk a little bit about the Hornet Health Clinic with Brittany, and then we'll also talk with Michele a little bit about student services and all the other services that you offer to our students. So, Brittany, tell us a little bit about the Hornet Health Clinic and how long have we had the health clinic, who our new provider is, and how does it differ from going to a school nurse?
All right. So Bryant was actually fortunate about 7 years ago to get some funding from the Department of Ed to open up a school-based health clinic. So ever since, 7 years ago, it would be about 2016, close enough. And so we have been fortunate enough to be moved to a new location. So we used to be tucked away, a little hidden over there by Bryant Elementary, but now we are in the middle of campus with a brand new renovated building and a new provider that we are excited to have because they can service our kids, our staff, our faculty, even our parents and our grandparents, anyone. So we did partner with our care, and we have Jessica Frick as an APRN. And she actually has kids of her own, so she understands the craziness of kids and sickness and getting to school. And we actually started seeing patients Monday.
Oh, wow. Already?
Already.
That's awesome. So how are kids able to get to the clinic from their schools? Because I know it's our health clinic for the district. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we are fortunate enough to have support from our admin and allow us to schedule a bus to go to any of the districts that we have that aren't on our main campus. And the kids, once they get registered with our care and we get that permission that they can be transported and they can be seen in our clinic, then we schedule their appointment and we talk to our transportation department and we get those kids on a bus. They were brought over and then they are with me until they get back on those bus and get back to school.
So if a parent wants their child to be seen at the clinic, what does that process look like? And does the parent, you said you'll be with them, but does the parent have to come in like the first time, or how does that process look? What does that process look like? And do you also take insurance?
Yeah, so it is a little bit, it can be a little crazy sometimes, but there is an enrollment form that parents can complete and it can be done online and sent back. And the parents don't have to be present. Jessica follows up with the parent after the appointments to let the parents know what was going on, what was discussed. And so we are here to help the parents eliminate that barrier of trying to decide, I can't get my kid to the doctor. So as long as they do complete all that approval paperwork, then yes, they don't have to be there. I'll be there with their kids. And as far as your insurance, Medicaid is a very sticky place. And so if you have to have that referral, then they'll work with you and your child's referral to get that done so you can have that appointment, that one-day appointment. Of course, if you don't have a PCP or if you like the convenience that we provide for you, then you can always change that primary care doctor to Jessica. So that way we don't have to worry about trying to get that referral and answering all the questions that, why are you doing it and stuff. So
is this also available to staff members?
Yeah, it's also available for staff members. Staff members, I think the majority of our insurance, we don't have to have that referral. And so we actually saw some staff members this week that had a sinus infection going on, some migraines, and they were able to get them taken care of. And from my knowledge, I think the staffs are back at work today.
That's awesome. That
That-
sounds very convenient.
It really does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What about like student athletes and physicals? Do y'all do that as well?
Yeah, absolutely. So with seventh graders, I guess that they didn't realize that they needed their physicals. So they've been rocking and rolling, doing student physicals and teacher physicals and just getting those out so those students can participate in it. And you had asked earlier, what's the difference in the Hornet Clinic and the nurse's office or
Correct.
the regular doctor's office?
Yes.
And I completely missed that.
I'm so sorry. I forgot to go back to it as well.
No, you're fine. So we have our gatekeepers are the school nurses and our school counselors. So if anything's going on in the school building, we tell the teachers, the principals, admin to go to those
Mhm.
personnel because the school nurses have assessments that they can do, and the same thing for counselors. Now, if it's something that a school nurse has decided that it's beyond her scope, she'll call me and we'll get that student over that day and get whatever it needs to be solved. If they can go back to school, if they're running a fever or something, unfortunately they can't go back.
Right.
That's just our policy.
Right.
But as far as if it's just some stomach minor issues or you have those frequent flyers that sometimes might just, might need that little bit extra, we help support those nurses and our counselors. So we definitely encourage you to talk to your school nurse, talk to your counselor, and let them do their assessment. And if it's needed, then we'll bring them over.
That's awesome. It just seems truly convenient, especially to parents, to staff members, to students.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, it really is.
It is. And that's one great thing that I'm hoping over this year and continue is that everyone sees the convenience that we are and that we are here to service everybody, because we all know if you're not healthy, you're not learning. And that's even true for our faculty, our staff. Our kids learn when they have their teacher in their class.
Mm-hmm.
And so
It's very true. Very true. Well, on from the health clinic, Michele, you do a lot with student services. Talk to us about some of the student services that are under your purview and that you offer for the district and our students.
Sure, Alex. Brian's very fortunate. When it comes to student services, we have a large number of services available for our students and our staff, as Brittany was saying, for our whole Bryant community. Some of the areas that fall under my direction, first of all, we have, again, the Hornet Health Clinic, which is a big one and sounds like some exciting things coming for our district with lots of opportunity to grow there.
Yes.
We also have our school counselors that I work with. Each school has counselors from elementary all the way to secondary. Those counselors are there to provide those students with the services they need, whether it's academic, personal, social, emotional, just about anything you can imagine. Our counselors are trained and ready to work with our students to make sure that they're at their best so that they can learn and be healthy, successful students. Also, under my umbrella, we have school-based mental health. That's a big one right now because if you've looked at any of the research out there or even our own Bryant Strategic Plan survey data, you know that mental health is hot on everybody's mind. It's definitely an area that we need to focus. So we have a school-based mental health program. We have Jill Landrum. She is our new director of school-based mental health. And we have Carrie Little and Teresa McCormick. They're some of our case managers. We also have Stephen Beck and Connie Wardlow, two of our own therapists. And in addition to that, we have several purchase service therapists that we have contracted with. So we're providing therapy services to students all across our district through that program. If a parent or a student or even one of our school counselors has a concern and feels like that student may need some additional counseling beyond the scope of a school counselor, there's a referral process in place where you just work with that school counselor or school administrator to find out more about that program. You can also reach out to the school-based mental health department, and Jill Landrum, Teresa, or Carrie are wonderful and can answer several questions there. That program is growing, and we're reaching several students across our district through individual therapy sessions. Another awesome service they provide through school-based mental health is called Triple P Parenting. This is something we recently started last year. I think is a wonderful service for our parents. Teresa and Carrie went, and they've been trained in this program. It's a program backed with lots of research and has been found to be very successful. And it gives parents just some strategies to help with their students at home. And there's several different ways they can do that. There's a seminar where Carrie and Teresa actually go into the schools and provide some big group sessions to parents who want to come for that. Or there's some ways that parents can get involved and work with them individually where you can be more specific about your own family's individual needs. So I hope all of our parents will be watching for information on that, because Teresa and Carrie have also already kicked off those programs this year. I think they had a session going over at Spring Hill just this week. So that is one of the big services that we're hoping to really get out this year for our parents to help them out when it comes to mental health and parenting and all those things that fall under that umbrella. So let's see. We've talked about school-based mental health. We talked about counseling.
Parent Center.
Parent Center, yes. So we have also moved our Parent Center. Like Brittany said a few minutes ago when talking about our school-based health clinic, we were kind of tucked away in a hard-to-reach location in the past, but we have moved our Parent Center over right next to our care. It's over there in our old administration building right in the center of the campus, so it's accessible for everyone. Lisa McNeely, our school social worker, and Beth Jaime, their parent coordinator over there at the center, they're there and they've got it set up and ready to work with parents. Our Parent Center offers resources to parents, whether you need some help with some school supplies or just some needs for your students, or if you need some resources to help your students at home, they have that ability. One of the things that we are hoping to kick off this year are some parenting workshops. So we want parents to watch for that. We're going to be offering some workshops through the center where parents can come in and get information on topics ranging anywhere from personal things they may want to know about to all the way to how to help your students at home with behavior or schoolwork. I know they've also got some things set up to help secondary parents with like filling out the FAFSA, which if you've ever had to do that, you know what it's for that is. So there's a ton of things that we have on our agenda for this year with the Parent Center. So if you get a chance, run over there and check it out. We're in our new location and we can't wait to serve our families of Bryant. And also the nursing staff that falls under student services.
It does.
We have a phenomenal nursing staff. Mandy Horn is our nursing supervisor. We've brought on a couple of new nurses this year, and they're out there serving our students, making sure everybody's healthy. So yeah, we have lots of services when it comes to student services.
Yes. Well, Michele, you covered almost everything I was going to ask,
no.
which is wonderful, and I love it. We offer a lot of variety in our district, and I'm just so fortunate that we have the opportunity to offer these services because not every school district can.
That's true, Alex.
And it's awesome.
It is.
So, well, thank you guys so much for joining me today, and thank you for taking time out of your busy day.
Thank you for focusing on student services in our Hornet Health Clinic, Alex.